Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and I've got Friday off of school today, and I'm sitting here doing two things. One, recovering from my birthday celebrations last night, but more importantly, number two, figuring out exactly how I want to be farming my boss tickets for this Final Fantasy 13 Trials of Reckoning. So I'm going to share with you some general strategies. I'm going to show you the team that I'm going to be using and how I went about setting that up. Now, the first thing you want to do, like always, make sure you're checking your units, make sure you're working in as many bonuses that you can, keeping in mind that main and sub vision card slots both give bonuses. So that is a question I've been asked several times. Stack your vision card bonuses as much as you can and your unit bonuses. Now, there's typically two things to think about here when you're trying to build up your boss tickets. Do you want to go for like maximum efficiency farming where you're getting like, yeah, you're getting your boss tickets, but you're not too concerned about scoring points. You're more going for like either efficiency or alternative wins, or do you want to score a bunch of points? If you look at the quest right here, it often comes down to should you be farming a normal quest or should you be farming hard 3. Now, me personally, I like to farm hard 3. That's what I'm going to really focus my team on, and that's the team comp I'm going to show off here in a minute because I want my guild to score a bunch of points. I want to finish fairly high on the point scoring thing. Boom, I'm going to walk you through all that in a second. But let's start with normal. In my opinion, if you want to be farming these normal missions, it's because one, you want to do it really, really fast. And two, these are great missions for doing things like leveling up units, earning Esper affinity. You can crush these missions very quickly. And in particular on this one, I want to show you a little YouTube video here. This is from Right Gaming. This is normal number 3. This is a very interesting stage for this trials because watch this. All these enemies are on the screen. They're all really grouped up. With just about 3 AoE moves, you can walk out here, just combo down this entire map in what, like less than 10 seconds? Boom, the quest is clear. And that's pretty useful if you're going for something like, oh, I don't know, getting as much farming done as quickly as you can and building up that Esper resonance, right? You can build a ton of Esper resonance real quick and a ton of like unit affinity as well. So if you're working on kind of those sub things, maybe a mission like normal 3 where you could just crush it really fast like that would be the way to go. Now, I told you I was going to show you my team. I'm focusing on hard 3. I want to get a lot of points. It does cost a little bit more energy, but we've got a lot of free energy coming our way today. Now, here is my squad. This is the team that I've set up to farm this. I know that I have access to basically anything I want to with my account, but what I'm going to show you here, what I'm going to walk you through is why my account is not, or why you can set up sort of what I'm doing, even if you don't have all the things I do. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this map and let's take a deeper look. The first thing you're going to want to do when you're setting up your team is you want to just go into this map with auto off and then click this map button and start looking around the map. Note up here you have 3 ice birds, and each one of these ice birds is obviously going to be weak to fire, but also weak to slash and strike. What this means is, and for Trials of Reckoning, remember, you're scoring points based on things like hitting unit weaknesses, whether it's elemental or attack type weakness. You're scoring points by how much you overkill, how fast you get the fight done. So you want to just zoom around the map right here, look at these mobs, look at what they're weak to, like our little Veloso cycle here, weak to, oh, strike and ice. That seems like a snow thing to me. You've got Earth Elemental right here that's weak to Pierce, Missile, and Wind. That's a Glaciella, you know, our new classiest Glacius girl. That's her jam right there. And if you want to use Snow on this map, you do have this little Lightning Elemental on the side that is weak to Magic and Earth. Now, Earth, there's not a lot of bonus units going on for Earth, but Snow can land a nice magic weakness attack right there, gives him something to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit auto and let you watch how my team kind of does this. I have my Snow pop bells and start moving forward. I have my Lightning give herself a move up buff, and I have Delita give himself haste and move up as well. Glassy's going to step forward. This is a triple hit attack on that elemental. That hit elemental and attack type weakness 3 times. Now, you know, Hope's going to get his 1 attack in. for his weakness, and then Delita is going to start hitting these ice birds. They are weak to slash, they are weak to fire. Delita hits both of those weakness and gets a ton of overkill. That other bird will get his attack dodge. Snow is going to start hitting his element and attack type weakness right there, spawning 2 more adds. Lightning in this case, because of that move up buff, can run all the way to this Toneberry and land a big chaining attack on him, hitting weaknesses a bunch of times. I'm going to get a spear throw from Glassy, and I'm going to stop things right there. Remember, one of the things you want to do is overkill the mobs. Glassy throwing that spear took this guy to very, very low HP levels. So as I hit auto again, I want you to pay attention to how I've tuned the agility. Hope is getting another turn, and I'd like for him not to, and I've slowed him down a lot, but I took his cast speed off, so while he's channeling that spell, Snow can come in, hit that mob for a huge overkill while hitting both elemental and strike weakness, and that'll get me a lot of points. So let's see how many points this auto run will earn me. So for 12 energy, I can earn about 2,700 points. I think there's probably a 3,000 point auto run out there somewhere. I'm going to keep tuning this over time, when I get a little more time. But for now, for me, this is a great team to set up and begin my auto farming adventure. And you can, go through your units, set up what you have with your account to do the best. Again, try to work in as many bonus units as you can. A couple of tips. This first tip right here comes from Stream, and it was a really clutch way to slow some units down. Check out this level 1 mage's habit right here with -5 agility. This has been really a crucial piece of agility tuning gear. Being able to slot -5 agility on Hope, and in this case Glassy as well, has been huge. And then I combine that with the agility I'm getting from their vision cards and espers, and really minimizing the amount of turns that they're having, so I'm not wasting turns with Hope getting 3 or 4 turns in a fight. I don't want that. You can also remove espers from units if you really don't want them taking turns. The problem there is if I remove Hope's esper, he doesn't kill the unit that I want him to kill, kind of just throws a kink into things. All of that. So there you go. That's going to be my farming team. Those are kind of my generic farming tips for this Trials of Reckoning. Good luck to you guys out there on your TOR adventure, whether you like it or hate it. I don't know. I will get my boss farming video out once I've farmed a bunch of boss tickets and start messing with them. At this point, I haven't hit bosses at all. Okay, we got a bonus account review coming in next, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's go there. And today's bonus account review comes to us from Westguard over on Discord, and here's the story for West. A Lightning player mainly sent screenshots of his built units, which you see on the screen here, his not quite built yet units, vision cards, some other screenshots, and really wanted me to focus this review around PvP team building, mainly Lightning element, but I'm going to sprinkle some other things in there as well. So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the focus of this build. And in fact, Wes, I'm going to end this with showing you the 3 units I would use if I was you, and the vision cards I would run on those 3 units. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's start. Now, here's your already built up units. For Lightning, you have Abara, Cloud, Charlotte, and I'm assuming that you're going to finish Lightning. In fact, you're probably already done with Lightning, the unit, since these screenshots are a couple days old. And definitely you have the Lightning units right here to do both a great PvP team, and then you mix in a Nivlu for PvE, or better yet, a Resnick, which more on that later, for a PvE team. I think Resnick would be a great character for this account to level. I want to also mention that even though this review is going to be focused on Lightning, your Dark is really not that far away. Look at this Dark Fina, Dark Leela, you got Black Rose Helena, a Joker, if that ever comes back around, would be really nice. But until then, if we look at your not built yet units, and let me zoom out once or twice here, Ruinstern, Lemure, who's on here somewhere, I saw her, she's floating on this page somewhere, Garvel, you have a lot of dark units, especially a Ruinstern and Lemure, that you could build up to make a really good dark PvP team as well. For wind, I want to mention wind a second. I'm going to zoom back in. You have Joom and Halloween Little Leela already built off. That, for like a PvP wind team, that is 2 really core units. You need a third big hitter. The new Glassy, for example, Beachbody Jaden, Sottily. If you catch one of those and build them up, you would have the makings of a really good wind PvP team as well. So just those are kind of an aside, but let's go ahead and focus on the lightning. Now, I mentioned the lightning units you already had built. If I'm looking at your not yet built units, there's really no lightning units on here, at least worth mentioning. Like Frederica had her day in the sun multiple times, but I think you already have the lightning units now to build your unit. Now, if you could catch an Esther at some point, highly would recommend that. That could be great. Or if you have Vizio to spare, you could look towards an Orlando, whose event is currently going, but you already have Cloud, you already have Lightning. Orlando's not necessary, especially since you don't have Esther to pair him up with. Now, if we look at your vision cards, okay, let me zoom in a little more here. Here's your vision cards on the left side of the red line. This is what you already have built. On the other side of the red line, you can see that you have a ton of vision cards to keep working on. So the thing with working on vision cards is you set up your 5 in your hard quests, and unless they are currently running in an event or they currently have a banner going, it's really hard to build them. So just keep building up whatever VCs you are. Obviously, this lightning right here, you're really going to want to get Lightning's card finished up. And once again, I'm going to assume that you're done with that. For the sake of building the PvP team I'm going to show off, let's look at the lightning specific vision cards you have built. You have Abara's vision card, you have Esther's vision card, you have Freddy's vision card, you have Scorpion Sentinel, and then did I see one more? You have Lightning's card that I'm assuming you're going to get done. So let's move on from here. My advice for your VCs, as new one comes out, if they're one of the elements you're either playing right now like Lightning or want to be playing in the future, just build them. When they come, just get them, build them. It'll pay off in the long run. Otherwise, keep slow building what you can. Okay, I want to go to here's a picture of the current PvE teams that you're running, and I think these are fine. Like, mostly with PvE, unless you're going for high score mission runs or something like that, you just want to be running teams that can kill stuff fast while also building up like Esper Affinity for your unit. So this is fine, and Navelu is also a very fine PvE unit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple vision cards next and a team build. I'm going to go ahead and go to the screen here. I think a vision card you might look to catch if it ever comes back around, or you get some like select vision card ticket with select shards. Salir versus Raychez round 30 is a balanced attack and magic card that has agility on the stat line and gives you more AoE resist to the unit wearing it with agility and water resist to the group. I think this would be a great card for you to catch at some point. Also, Steel Plated Destruction Igaion would be another great card for you to catch because the unit effect on this is slash resist penetration with slash attack up, and as a slash attack accuracy and HP buff for your group. This card could be great. Both of these are cards you could just catch at any point. Now, for the modern moment, let's focus on team building a little bit, which you mentioned that you don't think you have a very good grasp on. Here's the team I would run in PvP right now if I was you. I would go Charlotte, Cloud, Lightning. Then for a little bit more on that, here's the vision card setup I would run. I would take advantage of Scorpion Sentinel, Esther's card, and Lightning's card. Then for your sub cards, just fill in cards that you have built out that are the correct stats for the units you're running them on. For Charlotte, I wouldn't worry too much about the fact that she is a attack-based unit. She's your tank. You don't really care exactly how much damage she's doing. I would instead focus a vision card here, maybe an agility buff. I noticed you had the Black Rose Helena card built out, so look for maybe that agility buff in the sub slot here. And then for Lightning and Cloud, give them your highest like attack cards that you can give them to help them do damage. Eventually, these would be good spots for like, Igaion or, some maybe like Lightning Kitty. Did you already have Lightning Kitty done? Hold on, let me switch my looks right here. Let's go back and look at your vision cards real quick. Coral. We're looking for the Lightning Cat. Lightning Cat would be a great addition here. Is it done? Do I see it? It's kind of hard for me to like look at this and digest off the top of the cat. But Lightning Cat, MR card, if you don't already have that built, I would suggest working on that as well. Okay, back to this look, back to this team build. Then for Espers, what you want to do for Espers, you want your Lightning and Cloud to have their agilities synced together so they can, one, buff each other right at the same time, and then when they're hitting somebody, they're chaining. So when you're throwing your Espers on, you want to look for slash attack, human killer, a high attack stat, but then use your Espers to kind of get their agilities next to each other. That will help you in team building, and that'll help them like boom, boom, like wombo combo down people. And then for your Esper, for Charlotte, make her as tanky as you can for whatever it is you're trying to fight. So I hope that's kind of a good team building idea. That's the team I would run if I was you. And we do have a couple other screenshots to look at. You mentioned that you've had some insane luck lately. So let's zoom this in a little bit. You hit the new Glaciella on 9-step, step 1. There's your big wind unit that you might have been missing out to pair with your Joom, Halloween Little Leela. Build her. I'm using her right now all the time. Everybody who said she's underwhelming is misusing her or something. She's fantastic. You were pulling for Dark Tetrasulfid and you hit Anima. This again could be something that helped you build out your Dark team, especially later. Really good Esper combo with VC right there. And then you hit Resnick. So good job. Resnick is somebody who, like, if you wanted to run 2 DPS lightning units with a support instead of a tank, Resnick is a fantastic support for, like, even rainbow teams. She's great. And then one more, you did hit your Dark Tetrasulfid, so another great thing for that Glassy that you picked up. So it looks like your account is powering up. You got a lot of stuff to work on right now, right? So build that up. Just keep playing. This is a marathon of a game. Somebody's ringing a machine in the house, so I'm sorry about the noise. But this is a marathon of the game. Your account's in good shape. You have a strong PvP team right now with that Lightning team I showed. So go nuts. Have a great time, and thank you for supporting the channel. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.